What's up? Coach Dan Blewett here. I haven't talked much about this, but I'm writing my third book, and this book is going to be sort of a guidebook for parents on the life cycle of their young athlete. And when I say young, I mean it could be an athlete anywhere within the scope of their career. But I'm kind of breaking it up into sections where part one is sort of about building your son or daughter's passion for the game and how you can do that in a productive way, as productively as possible. Part two is kind of about when you need to start getting out of their way. And part three is about sort of enjoying the destination, whatever that might be, whether that's high school, whether that's collegiate sports or pro sports, sort of understanding what that final phase looks like, and then what's going to happen as they hit their point of incompetence and when they transition out of their sport. Because those are two really big milestones. Every athlete eventually, unless you're Derek Jeter or Michael Jordan, and even for those guys, eventually hit a point where they just can't do it anymore. Whether it's you get to college and now you hit 220 and you're put on the bench for the first time in your life, or you just can't hack it at a school. You can't hack it at the highest level that you hoped to one day play. And so in getting deeper into this book, one of the big conversations that I think every parent should have with their kid at some point, and it could be just a really short one in the car ride, or it could be a slightly longer conversation. I think at some point there should just be an acknowledgement that they could quit if they want to and pursue whatever else might make them happier. So, like for me as a baseball player, there was never a day where my mom or dad would have had to have that conversation. They never pushed me to play. They just drove me where I wanted to go, and I played. I played every day in the backyard. I loved it. But even then, I know a lot of parents that are super involved in a positive way, and even then, you have to wonder if your son or daughter's thinking, man, if I quit, like my dad just loves going to my softball games so much. He loves going to my baseball games. My mom just, supports me so much. She would be crushed if I quit, or he would be crushed if I quit. And so that's like the positive side of it. And then there's other sides where there's a lot of kids I know who are pushed too hard by their parents, who they feel like they'd almost be in trouble, like they'd be disowned if they quit their sport. And you obviously don't want that too. So that was the difference that I meant. And so I would recommend at some point, if you're a parent of an athlete, whether it's just in passing, whether it's a little bit of a longer conversation, talking with them about the fact that you'd support them unconditionally no matter where they go in their sport. If they ever choose to do something different with their lives, whether it's a different sport or a different pursuit, maybe they want to quit basketball to become an artist. Like they really want to play their guitar full time, and they don't want to devote as much time to baseball or basketball or football or whatever it is. So I think those are really important things that can take a lot of pressure off them, which can also add a significant amount of joy to the games that they do have left. We all want to play pressure-free as athletes, and when we feel like we're playing for someone else, or someone else would be crushed if we decide to pursue things that we feel like would make us more happy, it makes it hard. It just puts that extra weight that you don't need on your shoulders, and sports are hard enough. So I think as a parent, if you can find some way, if you've never said it before or you've never had that conversation, just let your kids know that you support them unconditionally, whether that's the sport that you both love or whether it's something else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.